What's up guys? Today I'm going to show you guys how to AWP on Vertigo. So first I'm going to show you guys how to not AWP on Vertigo. So as an AWPer you really have to pick and choose your battles. Your timings are important and you should never overstay your visits. So one example of this is choosing this spot here. If you're coming for a fast B pick and you like to pick your opponent off and you hold this position here, waiting for the terrorist in the fast peek, if you overstay this position, a terrorist can walk underneath you and frag you. Same goes for pretty much any area around the map, as well as in the middle. If you're holding this lower angle, waiting for a terrorist to wide swing you, you could also get picked from the B spot. On A good example of this is if you're holding for the peak over here and you overstay your visit and terrorists will peek you from the upper part of yellow or the lower part and it'll catch you off guard. So I like to AWP Vertigos. I usually start in the middle area. I'll usually Molotov this area off that prevents the T's from gaining control of the ladder in mid, which prevents them from rotating quickly between A and B. Usually if I have a rifle with me, I will smoke this off, which will allow the rifle to come into middle and have control of this area, and further preventing the T's from rotating in between the round. If I'm alone and I'm AWPing middle, usually I like to put down this smoke, which is sort of a fake smoke that allows me to one-way the T's. So when they're walking into middle, they think this is smoke to AWP, and when they walk around the smoke, there's a little one-way underneath it, which allows me to get this pick, and then usually I fall back on this. One thing as an AWP you need to know is to never overstay your position, overstay your time, because usually it could cost you life and then it could cost your teammates time. On B, the same way I like to do this is either by sitting on top of the default box. Usually you can look at the stairs angle where the T's come up. It's usually a pretty easy pick, or you're coming fast with either a flash from your teammate or you just have the good spawn. And you wait here for about 1 to 3 seconds, get the pick, you can fall back. Over there here, if there is presence and they're running up the ramp or walking up the ramp, a good area for you to peek as an AWPer is through this little gap. We call it the rat hole. And you can usually get a pick of an unaware T, you can fall back and leave that. Another great angle to hold on the A's bomb side is this angle right here, of which T's have to walk up into your crosshair. They have no choice but to use utility to push you back, or pretty much just try to sacrifice one of their numbers. So that's always an easy pick for yourself. Same goes for the heaven position. Really strong position for an AWPer, and it's pretty hard to get rid of. But the one thing you need to remember as an AWPer is to never overstay your visit and to constantly be aware of where you should be rotating around the map to support and help your teammates. So what I like to do sometimes if I'm not going middle off the start, so if you come here and you line up here in the middle and you aim just above this button in line with that line and you shoot, that will hit this T holding the back of middle. You might even headshot him. If you headshot him, it'll insta-kill him, but if you body him, it'll only do about 40 damage. Still a good thing to do. Another one, if you line up here on the side and you shoot anywhere from these doors here, just around the middle of the doors, it's a good spot to hit T's, sort of just walking into middle over here. As the main AWPer on Vertigo especially, your job is mainly to support your teammates and to look for picks around the map, early openings and stuff on the CT side. So usually if I'm coming in and I'm holding the mid side, I don't see anything, I see nothing happening and there's presence around the other points of the map, I usually rotate out to try and help my teammates. A good position of rotating is usually toward heaven on A. From this position you can always throw support flashes for your team so that they can peek out and frag you on. You can help them. Also from here you can throw a lot of retake smokes and stuff, which will land on the ramp and things. Same applies toward B. Good flashes that you want to throw for them if they're being rushed down by anyone is usually from this mid position. You can start flashing them high, which will land behind them. You could also throw this support flash in the front of them if they want to peek the stairs. Also a good flash for someone peeking through a window. Again, you want to move around the map as much as possible as the main AWPer, so if you see presence on other points of the map, you want to move there as quickly as possible. Try not to overstay your visit, but also try not to understay it. You should just improve your ability to read the game and be a good teammate towards your teammates to try and help and support them in certain situations. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next video.